Hey guys, today we're talking about how to apply key signatures. You know, those sharps and flats you usually try to ignore. We're going to make it easy. Have your instrument handy so you can play along. When we play music, most notes are going to be natural, but some might be flat or sharp. If you're not clear on how flats and sharps work, check out the video Chromatic Patterns for String Players. It's in my tutorial playlist, and I'll link it below. Composers could put sharp or flat symbols in front of every sharp or flat note, but that would take lots of time and be really messy. We keep things organized by putting the sharp or flat symbols we need at the beginning of every line of music, so we can just agree ahead of time which notes are going to be sharp or flat. Let's just keep things simple for now and talk about sharps. When we put sharps in the key signature, they go in a certain order, always from left to right. The first sharp will always be F, placed in the space that represents the note F. The second sharp will always be C, placed on the line that represents C. When you see two sharps in the key signature, you know to play all Fs as F sharps and all Cs as C sharps. So in this example, you know to use F sharp because of the first sharp in the key signature. The pattern sounds like this. Now try playing it with me. You'll hear 4 clicks to set the tempo. How did that sound? I want you to get really picky about how your notes sound. If you play a note out of tune, try sliding it one way or the other until it sounds better, and then place it there every time, like this. Make sure your first finger is in tune, and then notice how it feels to play a whole step to second finger. Let's try this example one more time with really good intonation. In our next example, we don't have any sharps in the key signature, so the F will be natural. We play that by placing second finger in the space between the tapes a half step from first finger. It should sound like this. Now you try. Let's go back to our sharp key signature. In this example, F is sharp, so second finger will be on the tape a half step from third. Let's try it together. These notes look the same as the last example, but we've taken away the sharps in the key signature. Now we'll use F natural, low 2. Make sure your half step is really close from first to second finger. Ready? Another challenge with this example is making sure third finger stretches all the way to the tape. Sometimes when we pull back second finger, third tries to come back with it, like this. And it's out of tune. But make sure third finger matches the open string G, like this. Let's try this example again, this time checking third finger with open string G. So much better, right? Paying attention to your intonation will really take your playing to the next level. Always listen for the sympathetic vibration or that ringing tone that you get when you play a note that exactly matches an open string. All right, I bet you're getting the hang of this, so let's crank through some more examples a bit faster. I'll give you a second to look at each one, then you'll hear the metronome and play. Great! Let's try the same concept on the A string. Now you have to pay attention to how many sharps are in the key signature. If there are 2 sharps, the second one tells you all C's are sharp, so you would use high 2 on the tape for the note C sharp. Let's try this easy example. Ready? In the next example, the notes look the same, but there's only 1 sharp in the key signature. F's are sharp, but C's aren't. We have to use low 2 for C natural here. Make sure to pull second finger all the way back to first finger. Let's try it. Again, make sure to place your fingers accurately. You can't just drop second finger any old place and expect it to sound right. You have to check your key signature, know which note you're supposed to be playing, how it's supposed to sound, and how it's supposed to feel. For now, second finger will either be close to first or third finger. In the next few examples, pay special attention to where your half steps are. And if you're not sure, feel free to pause the video and think through all of these details. Great! We've applied key signatures using high 2s and low 2s on the D and A strings, but let's go to the G string. Second finger on the tape on the G string is B natural, not B sharp. That means if we use low 2, it will be a B flat. We haven't talked about flat key signatures, but B flat is always the first one. So if you have any flats in the key signature, you use low 2 on the G string for B flat. If there are any sharps, or even nothing at all in a key signature, use high 2 for B natural. All right, just one more string to go. The C string is a lot like the G string in that all of the notes on the tapes are natural, D, E, and F. That means if you play low 2 on the C string, it will be an E flat. E flat is always the second flat in the key signature, so when you see 2 or more flats, you'll use low 2 on the C string for E flat. If you see only 1 flat, or any sharps, or even nothing at all in the key signature, you'll use high 2 for E natural. That's it! Now you understand all about key signatures and how to apply them to second finger on all 4 strings. I hope you'll apply this information to every piece you play from now on. Make sure you check your key signature, know what notes you're supposed to play, know how they should sound, and pay attention to how it feels to play correctly. With a bit of practice and attention to detail, you are definitely going to level up. Keep playing pretty.